Gigi Hirsch. I'm the Executive Director of the MIT Center for Biomedical Innovation, and I also run the New DIGS project in the Center for Biomedical Innovation. And I want to start by talking a bit about the New DIGS initiative. New DIGS is an acronym that stands for New Drug Development Paradigms. And let me start by just telling you the challenge that we're trying to tackle in the New DIGS project. And that is that in biomedical innovation, the science is advancing faster than the system. And by the system, what I mean is the processes, the policies, the infrastructures, everything that the science has to navigate to get out into the clinical care setting and deliver meaningful value to patients. So again, the science is advancing faster than that system is. The system is trying to catch up, but it does it in ways that are very fragmented and siloed and inefficient. And as a result of that, it delays the delivery of value to patients from the emerging science. And it also threatens the sustainability of the innovation enterprise, broadly speaking. So New DIGS is an initiative that was set up as a think and do tank, a collaborative initiative. It's run as a pre-competitive consortium. And what we're trying to do is to help the system catch up with the science in ways that are smarter, better, and faster than if we let the system evolve on its own. So our mission in New DIGS is to deliver more value faster to patients, but in ways that work for all of the stakeholders. So in New DIGS, we collaborate with a broad array of kinds of stakeholders across the innovation value chain in biomedical and healthcare innovation. We work with biotech and pharmaceutical companies. We work with pharmaceutical regulators, payers, providers, and patients. And we also work with academic researchers from across the MIT campus and from other major academic institutions and some of the teaching hospitals in the local region as well. Okay, so New DIGS works with industry in ways that are a little bit different than traditional academic research at MIT and how those projects interact with industry participants. So New DIGS offers a different way for industry to interact with faculty and students across campus. Sometimes in our work we actually have multiple faculty members working on different aspects of challenges that we're working on. So we have a particularly interesting methodology, I think, in terms of how we work with industry. We have while we're trying to tackle big system-level questions, the way that we go about our work is through a case-based methodology. So for any major systems engineering initiative that we look at, we will look across multiple different products. That is, actual products that are being developed in pharmaceutical and biotech company pipelines. We have a process by which industry can nominate a compound for us to take a look at. And we would invite those folks to participate in a design lab where we invite multiple different stakeholders to help us analyze that product in different ways we might be able to move that product to the market. So in the context of our design lab, again, we're working with biotech and pharmaceutical companies, some of whom may be competitors of these companies, but also the pharmaceutical regulators from the US, from Canada, from Europe, even from Singapore, public and private payers, patients and providers. And we have a very structured process for evaluating these cases. The companies that we work with tell us that they really derive a lot of value from these cases. In some cases, they get insights from some of the stakeholders in the room that actually leads them to modify their clinical development strategy for that product after the design lab. But in addition to that, they know that the case that they've offered for the group to take a look at plays a really important role in helping us understand how the system works and how the system doesn't work. And it gives us very important insights into how to re-engineer the system to do what we're trying to do, which is to deliver more value faster to patients in ways that work for all of the stakeholders. So in addition to the case-based methodology and the opportunities that affords to industry that we work with, the companies also help us set priorities. They help us to determine what are the critical issues that are keeping them awake at night that we might be in a position to help with in New DIGS. They also are right at the table with us as we're defining the next generation of solutions to new technologies, new processes, new policies. So they help us shape those new solutions, but they also can take those insights into the emerging trends back to their companies and use those for helping them to develop their internal strategies within the company. And then finally, I think one of the greatest value propositions for companies that we work with is that they have an opportunity to learn from and work with senior level thought leaders from a variety of stakeholder perspectives. Many of them would otherwise never have an opportunity to meet or work with these people. We have a very informal environment, a very we carefully cultivated safe haven environment where we at MIT play a neutral intermediary role in case there are any questions that come up around competition or conflicts of interest. It's our job to make sure that everything remains a safe haven. And the companies tell us that they really appreciate the relationships that they build, both formally and informally, from these design labs that we run.